Kongress des 6. Parteitages eröffne ich mit dem ehrfurchtsvollen Gedenken an den in die Ewigkeit eingegangenen Generalfeldmarschall und Reichspräsidenten von Hindenburg. Des Sieges. Sie sind uns der Garant des Friedens. Adolf Hitler! Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil!
Das ist unser unerschütterlicher Glaube an uns selbst. Das ist unsere Hoffnung auf die Jugend, gerade heute, die stürmisch vorwärts schreitend entberufen sein wird, das Werk fortzusetzen, das in den Sturmjahren der Revolte von 1918 in München gegründet wurde, der ganz Deutschland erfasste und heute schon in weltgeschichtlicher Bedeutung durch die ganze deutsche Nation verkörpert wird.
Alfred Rosenberg. Ich kenne mich im Sinne der Anklage nicht für schuldig.
Discloses that Rosenberg had called an anti-Semitic Congress in June 1944. National Socialism believes that once the great world battle is concluded, after the defeat to the present epoch, there will be a time when the swastika will be woven into the different banners of the Germanic peoples as the Aryan symbol of rejuvenation. That Rosenberg conducted the fabulous art-looting activities of the Einsatzstab Rosenberg, activities which extended to virtually every country occupied by the Germans. As will be seen, the document contains a recital of widespread activities in foreign countries. These activities ranged from the promotion of economic penetration to the fomentation of anti-Semitism, from cultural and political infiltration to the instigation of treason. Activities were carried on throughout the world and extended to such widely separated points as the Middle East and Brazil.
Many things which in my book seem to be a peculiar idea have already become a reality of state policy. That exercise under your ministry, the forcing of people to leave their homes and their communities to go to Germany to do work for the German state?
Ich habe ungefähr ein Dreivierteljahr darum gekämpft, dass dieser Aufruf an die Arbeiter im Osten auf freiwilliger Grundlage erfolgt. Aus meiner Vermerk.
And that order was promulgated by you as the Reich Minister for the occupied Eastern Territories.
These men saw no evil, spoke none, and none was uttered in their presence. When we put all of their stories together, this is the ridiculous composite picture of Hitler's government that emerges. It was composed of a number 2 man who knew nothing of the excesses of the Gestapo which he created. A number 3 man who was merely an innocent middleman transmitting Hitler's orders without even reading them, like a postman or a delivery boy. A foreign minister who knew little of foreign affairs and nothing of foreign policy. A security chief who was of the impression that the policing functions of his Gestapo and SD were somewhat on the order of directing traffic. A party philosopher who was interested in historical research and had no idea of the violence which his philosophy was inciting in the 20th century. Now, this may seem like a fantastic exaggeration, but this is what you would actually be obliged to conclude if you were to acquit these defendants.
Supreme Court Justice Robert Jackson, our chief prosecutor, spoke for most of us.
If you were to say of these men
that they are not guilty, it would be as true to say there has been no war, there are no slain, there have been no crimes.
On July 17, 1941, Rosenberg became the supreme authority for those areas. He helped to formulate the policies of Germanization, exploitation, forced labor, extermination of Jews and opponents of Nazi rule, and he set up the administration which carried them out. He took part in the conference of July 16, 1941, in which Hitler stated that they were faced with a task of cutting up the giant cake according to our needs, in order to be able, first, to dominate it, second, to administer it, and third, to exploit it.
Alfred Rosenberg, death by hanging.
I was an eyewitness to the execution of the wilted, spoiled flower of Nazism